Hi, I'm Caroline. Thank you for joining me for some shoulder yoga today. We're just going to spend 5 minutes bringing some mobility and space to our shoulders. And this is going to be particularly beneficial for those who work at desks or use laptops or phones, any sort of devices in that way quite a lot. So we're going to begin by sitting tall. So I'm sitting in a chair today. I'm trying not to lean back. I'm sitting forwards. My feet are very much in contact with the floor or the mat or the ground, wherever you're working, making sure the feet are parallel. So finding a comfortable position for the feet. We don't want them too wide or too narrow, but making sure they are parallel and the toes are pointing forwards. Taking a moment to lift the toes, spread the toes down. And then sitting tall. So finding that length all the way up through the spine to the crown of the head and gently rolling the shoulders up, back and down. So a softness in the shoulders here. And we're going to start just by breathing for a few moments, breathing in and out through our noses. Taking a moment to bring your attention to the breath. And the reason I wanted to start like this today was often if we are over a laptop or hunched over a laptop or a phone, our shoulders and our upper back tend to round. And that roundiness kind of collapses the lungs a little bit. So just bringing our awareness to sitting tall, finding that space for the lungs before we start. And we're going to begin with taking our left arm across the body and very gently holding it with the right hand. So just encouraging a little bit of length here in the arms and the upper back. And then gently swapping sides. And letting go. We're going to start rolling the shoulders. We'll do one at a time. I'm going to bring my left hand to my left shoulder and making some circles. So just gentle circles, circling the elbow. It doesn't matter which direction you begin with because we're going to change it in just a moment and then changing direction. So I'm doing 5 in one direction, 5 in the other. And gently bringing that hand back down to the lap or the thigh and changing sides. So making circles with the elbows. And changing directions. And gently letting go. We're going to have both hands on both shoulders and we're going to be moving them forwards or circling forwards in alternate arms, if that makes sense. So one and then the other. And we're bringing a very gentle twist into the body. So you'll notice I'm twisting just a little bit. It's almost like we're doing front crawl. So bringing a little bit of movement into the spine, and this is going to help support the shoulders as well. And then gently coming back to center. And then we're going to do cat-cow. So this is often done on our hands and our knees in a box position, but we can very easily do this in a seated position at a desk. So we're going to breathe in, take the shoulders back just a little, take the gaze up towards the sky, and breathing out to curl the shoulders all the way around. It's almost like you're trying to take the shoulder blades apart and you're looking down towards the floor. Breathing in, taking the shoulders back, arching the back maybe a little bit more if the neck is happy, taking the gaze a little higher, and breathing out to roll the shoulders forward. So we're going to do this 5 times in total. Taking the shoulders back and bringing them forward. And when you've done 5 rounds, coming back to center. And next we're going to do a very simple twist. Now you can use the chair to help with this. I'm going to bring my left hand to my right knee and take my right hand to the back of the chair or the side of the chair, whatever feels comfortable for you. It's a little bit of a twist. And we'll just bring some space to the pectoral muscles as well here. Only turning the head as far as feels comfortable from the neck. Coming back through center and doing exactly the same on the other side. So I'm bringing my right hand to my left knee and turning. Still remembering to keep the spine long. You might find you feel one side is a bit tighter than the other. That's natural, that's normal. It's likely to be your dominant side. So if you're right-handed, you might find your right shoulder, the right side of the body is a little bit tighter. And then slowly coming back to center. Very simply, going to clasp the hands, take the hands away. So a little bit of a finger stretch here, but coming into the elbows. Have a softness in the elbows as well. So we'll try not to lock them. And we're going to breathe in and take the hands up above. And remember, it can look like this. So it's just working with your body and bringing some movement to the body and the shoulders. And then gently releasing. And the final movement I wanted to work with was clasping behind your back. So I'm going to turn side on my chair just so you can see. I'm taking a clasp here behind my back and then very gently taking the knuckles or the hands towards the floor. Still remembering to keep that length in the spine. There's a tendency to almost arch the back a little bit, so just making sure you've kept that neutral alignment. And then just releasing the hands and coming back to a simple seated position. So that's a sort of 5-ish minutes just to stretch the upper back, the shoulders a little and bring some mobility to the shoulders as well. And if you can do that 2 or 3 times during the day, if you do work at a desk or use devices quite a lot, you'll just find it really helps nurture and support your shoulders and upper back. Thanks for joining me. Do please click on the thumbs up button or subscribe as well for more videos from me.